Hello? Oh, that might have worked. Hold on, we're gonna wait and see. Hold on. We're gonna wait and see if this is one that's working. It might be working. I'm sorry. I'm new to this, okay? I changed the cover of this to black so you can actually see it properly. Um, is it working? I don't know. Hello? Oh, come on, OBS, please. Don't do this. Yo, that's not the mic though. Is the mic even plugged in? That's not the mic. I plugged it in. This isn't the mic I was going for. Yes. Hold on. Is it working now? I hope it's working. I don't know who's using the stream, but whoever it is just liked it, so. Yo. That's not the mic though. Is the mic even plugged in? That's not the mic. I plugged it in. Hello. Gang. I'm probably gonna switch microphones actually. Let's switch microphones because maybe it's the one's dying. We're on a different microphone. Let's hope this one works. No crashing. This mic works now. Well, it should be at least. Okay, so the mic should work. Right, guys. We're here. We're doing what we should have been doing for ages now. We made a video on this about the Day series. Yeah, we made it about basically the whole thing. Yeah. Yeah, here we go. Okay, perfect. We made it about the all the old series, bro. Honestly, and man, like it hasn't really gotten anywhere. But this is going to be a day. If I miss a day, please just kill me. Yeah, yeah, mic should work. I don't want to hear my voice twice, but yeah, but like, yeah, no, we're going to be starting this Air Force back up. Let's check the amount of members this group has now because last time I checked, it had 23. Still has 23, I think. I think it was Dylan who, yeah, Dylan left. So we got a new person who joined. I don't know why it doesn't give you doesn't give you a verified role upon joining. So that's gonna have to get fixed. I don't know why it doesn't do that, but it isn't doing it. But yeah, you get the point, really. When we started this game up, we did have a map, which I'll show you some pictures of that I actually had of this map. Here they are. I should be in here. Here we go. No, here they are. Okay, let's go all the way down. All right, here we go. So yeah, we got some pictures. So this is what let's have another. But yeah, this is some pictures of the us in game. Obviously, this isn't like a fictional map of any Air Force map. It was literally just probably just a British Army map that I turned into an Air Force map. But you get the point. Yeah, and then we got some more photos here of the actual map itself. So we've got the Air Force sign. Most British armies have the Air Force thingy on there. You had, which I found pretty cool. I did myself. The Air Force actually shirt that they use in basic training for like fitness tests and stuff. They use that in BTs for basic training. You got the red arrows, which we have their vehicles inside the studio here. I'll show you what their vehicles do in a minute. We have, if it wants to load, we did have one of the people sat down. We then had one of the Air Force people at the main station at the front, one with the quartermasters with a uniform. The sign that I had in the old Air Force is going to stay with us basically because it's a nice sign in my burial. The main entrance are right at the front, so you know how everyone has in these British armies have these. What's going to be in here? So you've got the Raiders, the recruiters, the little game pass over there. I don't know if I want to do another one over there or something over here, but this obviously isn't going to be the map I'm running. It was just a test map to see what we were working with. Obviously got this sign that we've mentioned, and there should be another set. Yeah, here's another set of photos. So you can properly see the map here. So we've seen that photo before. This is the parade square. Probably going to stay exactly similar to that as well. I want to try go something similar like this. This is one of the parkour things that people can just do all in trainings and tryouts and stuff. So it's separate to the one with the BMTs. You got the airfield here, so it's actually a very small airfield. When I got the map, that was literally it there. So we've extended it a little bit, but obviously not worth it now because we'll make a whole brand new map now on stream. We've got the one with the BMTs. This was the tryout thingy for BMTs. Little closer up shot, and then that's just a Royal Air Force sign, someone saluting at it. Yeah, there's nothing you really need to know about that. Yeah, I mean, it was a good map. It was a very laggy map. I'm gonna be real. I don't know why it was laggy, but yeah. Other than that, gang, we're gonna be going through this whole thing, building it from the ground up. Small airfield when I got the map. I don't know where the Discord thing is actually on. Text can go right up at the top, actually. There we go. So you can see where it says join the Discord. So you don't have any issues, guys. No, yeah, we've been going for 10 minutes. We're not going to stay up for long because look at the fucking time, gang. Look at the time, bro. I need to be going to sleep soon. 2 hours. Yeah, we're doing this every day, probably at night. If I turn my mic off, I don't even fucking blame me, gang. But yeah, so we're gonna go for. So I had a couple ideas with what we're going to be going for today, guys. So I went through some maps. We went through RF Cranwell. We can't do RF Cranwell because there's already a if it wants to load, there's already a well, there will be soon because I'm pretty sure they're going back to their old map. So they've got Akatiri, which is it's an alright map, but it's a very like desert map. It's not very nice, but they've pulled it off. So yeah, and then so they're going back to Cranwell soon. I don't know when. Then we got options with Coningsby, Cosford, and RF Wallington. RF Wallington notices the stations for the Red Arrows. Coningsby does the Eurofighter Typhoon, and Cosford is just I don't know what fucking Cosford does. I can't remember, but I don't care. Yeah, let's look at the group that we have. Where we've got all our money from. We spent like 9k Robux over nothing. this month. So, well, no, this year. Sorry, that's come out of this group. Every single penny so far that I've taken out of this group has basically like gone somewhere. Most of it's gone into making stuff. We've got 400, and then we've got 1.3k pending. You want to see it? 10k has come out of this group, bro. 10k. Well, we made 10k, and most of that has come out of the group. So that's not good, gang. We might use some of that today. I'm not sure, but we've got this. We've got the map. If we delete this because I used it as a thingy as a layout, if we delete this, we have the Coningsby. This basically means we're going to be conning Coningsby today. Move that over there. Move that over there. We've got the Coningsby layout for the runway. I'm probably going to make it a bit bigger, so like it's not like, so it's like you can fit a map on here, and it's not like tight, not like massive. This is the character size, so it's actually pretty big for the normal character. I'm very real, so we might not even have to resize it. But yeah, we'll put the spawn location over here, and I'm gonna show you lot the how it handles with how it handles with the red arrow, because I got this system for the red arrows. You probably could find the system as well. But it has all the smoke. This is what I also have the Eurofighter Typhoon, but I can't be bothered to get it out where I've got it right now. Probably get that out later. But yeah, this is the Eurofighter Typhoon, not the Eurofighter Typhoon. This is the red arrow, which is one of our main vehicles we're going to have within the Air Force. It does work. The smoke does work as well. That's one of the main features of this aircraft. Probably going to mute this down a little bit so it doesn't like make too much noise. So if you click C, you can close it. You click X, you can come in here, and then the controls are on there. So obviously W and S are the throttle, and then the A and the D is where you move the aircraft. But obviously when you're in the air, you use this. Obviously C to open the canopy, V is to break everything, because that means it turns off everything completely, especially while you're in the air. The cam toggle, obviously as mentioned, the gear. So if you look outside, the gear, it takes down the gears and it brings it back up when you press it again. And then the smoke, so you got B, that's the white smoke, N, that's the red smoke, and then the M, that's the blue smoke, which works in the air. We'll show you that in a minute. So we're going to turn the engine on, we're going to start the aircraft up, we're going to get going, taxi off. Not really taxiing, we're just going to fly. But yeah. But yeah, you kind of get the point, and then we'll click C yeah, you get the whole point. And yeah. So we're gonna just pause that now, and we'll start developing with the map. So we probably should delete this now because I've got this in the toolbox. Right, so just gonna need the map back. Hold on. Here we go. Right. So right. So let's just bring all this. Delete these boxes because these are supposed to be placeholders as boxes. Right. We can delete this as well. We don't need anything extra for the map. Right. So all this green, so you can tell probably, you can probably just realise what all this is. So the green is going to be some grass, and then we're going to have an area. So I've got the actual map up over here. So we close out of this. RF Coningsby. We've got a 3D model of RF Coningsby. So it actually isn't all that like what do we call it? Just like straight. I don't know what to say really. Straight like dirt and grass. It's like all path and stuff. So yeah, it's nice. But yeah, I don't want to do something though. So that color. So the green is going to be. Alright, perfect. So we're not gonna just do like. So we're gonna do this whole base a little bit, but then we're gonna go to this bit. I print it in a new tab. You can see like it has its own little base here, and that's where all people are going to be. We're not probably going to do this little bit. We could, but we'll leave off that bit for now. But this little bit is going to be where the whole base is going to be based around. Where I really need to start putting in like, well, I just need to put stuff in. Yeah, but we just need to put stuff in. That's where. So they're probably going to spawn around here. It'll depend. But yeah, so they only have one runway in Coningsby, that way and that way. You can land either way. Land take off either way. And obviously they park all the aircraft up here, and then they have stuff to put them in. So like here, but I think they usually just leave the aircraft outside. I think. But yeah, that's sort of talking. I'm a talkative person, but yeah. So we've kind of already got the bases on. We're just gonna make it to where it's a runway out that way. We're gonna leave it for now. But this is the main area where we want to start doing stuff. Probably gonna actually switch out the map for this one. So save image. Two. Save it as that. I'm gonna switch it out for that. Maybe. Let's see how good the map is actually. Part decal. Lucky you, no one can see my files. Okay, so obviously I've already grouped all this. I'm a show off. I know what I'm doing. Yeah, like I do know what I'm doing, gang. But yeah, you kind of want to line this up now. With all this. So yeah, we kind of want to line up this little bit, that little bit over there. It's all of it. We want to line it up. So now we can start paving the way. Where's my other character? Here he is. So little Billy Job here, Billy John here is going to be helping us to build these paths. So you can't have a path that's a character wide. So yeah, yeah, no, we can't be having a path that's a character wide. So we're gonna just be doing this to where it's kind of bigger than a player. So we're gonna just hold on, grab a random part. We want to do one that's like straight. Here we go. So this is going to be coming out over here. Right, duplicate. Now we got bad blood. Right. So it's gonna be a very quiet process for now because I can be a talkative person, but I also can't be. Right. So we need to bring this path up a little bit more. So it's no like dip like that. I'm also probably not going to show you guys the whole like process of doing the the terrain, because it's a very quiet process in my opinion. The terrain is I don't know, it's a very quiet kind of process, and I don't really talk amongst rather than just doing the so we're just going to do the pavements, the paths, and then we'll leave it as that, and you'll come back to me probably doing the terrain tomorrow, or you probably have seen it already done if I've gotten to that point, because we've already done all the uniforms. I'll show you that, and actually I'll just show you that now. Just go to studio. I've already done all the uniforms actually, so I don't need to do it all over again. Project closes. Look here, this is all our uniforms. So we come here, and boom. Hold on, give it a second. Give it a second. No. Right, yeah. See, so we kind of got to start to work with the hats. So we've obviously got the Paris berets here. We've got the Air Force beret and the Air Force cap the officers use. So we're not really making any flats for like normal people, because they don't really do it unless probably need to. So you've got the beret, that works. Take that off. We've got the cap, more of a hat here, most people say. We've got that. And then you got the uniform, so this is a long sleeve. We've got the short sleeve here. We've got the jumper. We've got the number ones. So this is like the formals that British Army use, but it's in the Royal Air Force. And obviously we'll have one separate for headquarters as well. With the jacket, so the one they're using the Air Cadets, but also the RAF. We've got the normal greens, so the RAF use, and then the smock that they'll wear. So this will only be allowed to wear during the winter time. Then we've got the RAF suits. Turn the graphic settings down. Actually, I don't need it this high. So we've got the RAF suits. So this is a normal flight suit that I use using like the F-35s, blah blah blah. Then they've got the Red Arrow suit. Obviously, as you can tell, it's pretty much identical, just red, really. Like I mentioned before, we've got the physical test suit. So the one to use the physical tests. And it's actually pretty nice, really. And then I've started on one regiment, which the 1st regiment is going to be the Royal Air Force Police, so I've got MP on there for military police, and then the same. They'll have a smock as well, the same as well. That's all I've really gotten to with the uniforms, really. We've also got the hairs as well that most will use. So black. Take that off. I don't know. It's like ginger in my opinion. I wanted to go for blonde, but it's like ginger. Then you got the brunette hair. Then the blonde hair, really, and you can put that on with a beret. With these berets, it doesn't remove accessories, which I think is nice because it gives like apart from like British armies where most remove them, it gives it a nice like I don't know speciality touch and like creation with their avatars. So yeah, it's nice. And see you can change like different things. So I can become a boy or I become a girl. I have to have that facial hair as a girl. I know it's a bit odd, but you get the point. You could like mix and match if you really wanted to. But yeah, you kind of get the point. And obviously there'll be regulations, so you can't have a berry on. But that's for the server, which is down here. So if you want to join the server down below here, please do. It will support the whole group out as a whole. So yeah, please join the server. That's gonna be there the whole stream. So yeah, it's gonna be there the whole stream. So just pop in the server. I'm gonna keep reminding people. So just pop in the server, and then you'll get sneak peeks like this. This is a very cool sneak peek that you won't get anywhere else. But yeah, that's all there is for that. I didn't save. Okay, save changes. Okay, so that's the whole thing we did with uniforms. Uniforms are basically done. We just need to do. I just need to do 2 more regiments, and sort out the whole hat situation. Really, I can't add glasses. So like the other Air Force does. So that'll be have to made well, not made, but like bought yourself. So that's a bit of a sad bit, but yeah, I wish I could have, but I couldn't find a way unless I'm completely stupid to get the whole thing. But obviously, we've got to be careful with this road now because you're gonna have the pavement on here now. So yeah, I've got to be careful with this whole road actually. So let's just get to making this road. So obviously, I think most developers that use Archimedes know that it's just like this. I personally use 5 because it speeds it a lot up and doesn't have much lag really. Yeah, we've been going through the whole basis. So, and then we're gonna keep going down this path to keep all the way down this path. And then obviously you can see it has like a sharp turn to the right. So we'll go to -3 maybe. Sometimes it's a pretty much of a guess. Not 35. So we're gonna have 1. Is that right? No, we'll have another 1. And then we have another 1. -7. So we'll go even harder. 7 again, and then we'll stick at 0 because now it wants to stay. And you can see it there. It doesn't. It kind of stops it, and then it wants to go to the left. So I'll be going probably 5 to the left actually. You can see it doesn't do much of a turn, so we're going to do actually probably go to 8 really. D100, and then we'll really go to another 2. And then now we can just bang it on, and then it'll be a stop at the end here because that's where it really ends. I'll probably sort that out a little bit later, so it'll be like grass if you're on there. But yeah, you get the whole point. So yeah, that's the layout, and then we're going to need where? Oh, here it is, I guess. Hold on, where has it gone? Gangalang, where is it gone? Yeah, we'll sort the pavements out in a bit. I had the pavements. I don't know where it's gone now. It's a lot easier than just doing this with the pavement. But I can't be arsed, gang. I'm not reversing it. But yeah, you get what's going on here. So this is what all the British Army do. This is what all the games that have racetracks and stuff like that, they all do this as well. And yeah, they all do this too. So they make it's a lot easier to make paths this way, well, in my opinion at least. Actually, I probably moved the system. I don't. Yeah, there we go. We moved it. That's probably why. But yeah, and then we want to just duplicate it, twist it round to this way, so it's pointing this way, and then we can make another path going this way. So there's render, 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 render. But one thing I do say sometimes is like be very careful how we render, because like you can so easy crash. Like I wouldn't say very easy crash your PC, but you definitely can do some damage if you're like rendering a lot at the same time. So that's why I say to myself, just be careful how I'm rendering stuff, so I don't cause any issues on my end at least. And then we go exact same process here. Push it against the path to make sure it's aligned up in height. So obviously, as you can see, it's not lined up. And again, it's not lined up, so we need to line it up. Because see, for the Roblox character, you'd walk over a bump and you'd feel that, and in my opinion, we don't really want to have that, or that experience for a member, or like it's you'd very noticeable. So that's why I say to myself, let's just make sure it's all perfect before we do anything. And then it'd be like a gate over this way, really, so no one can really get out. So yeah. Obviously, so far it's coming along nicely. What we're going to need to now do is duplicate this and push it along this way, so it's like a little bit of a cross section here. Oh, wrong way. Right, nice. Right. So it's like this. And then we probably need to put 3 to the... Probably actually 4, really. Because you don't need to do that much, actually. There you go. We just close Archimedes for a little bit because it's a lot easier. I don't know why my studio does this, but it puts it like in the ground every time I try to move something. So I've always got to do this unless I don't move it how I move it. Keep 100. Then Archimedes, open this back up. Right, now let's just rotate this to face it this way. Right, and then I'll probably just go like 7 rendered and see how far that goes. Another 2. See, it saves a lot of time, but it's very risky to do. So I probably should delete this. Actually, no, I can probably just do a whole thingy here. That's what it is, really. Yeah, there we go. And then we duplicate. And it goes like this, really. So there we go. And boom. So that's how the little path done there. Let's see, you can see it's like that, really. And that's how it's built in the game. So far, if we come out now and go to the part with the decal, delete that. That's our little map bit now. And as you can see, with a little character, it's pretty normal, normal size. We'll walk on it in a little minute, but yeah, it's looking nice, you know. It's coming along nice, actually. There's nothing too bad about it, really. But yeah, yeah, it's going nicely in my opinion. Right, yeah. So we've done that little bit now. What else do we need to do? We need to do this bit actually now. Thinking about it, so we need to get to this bit. So we need to delete this bit. Probably delete this bit as well, actually, so we can get a. Actually, probably not. Probably duplicate and rotate it this way. Like that. And then when you get back Archimedes, flip it around, and then we march forward. I'll see this will link. Now, see, as you can see, it doesn't really go to the thingy, so we need to twist it to the right a little bit, so it actually links up. So like that. And we'll go 50 just to make sure it lines up. See how it lags. There we go. It works. Right, so about 30. And then another 10. And then boom. It actually lined up pretty perfectly, actually. So yeah, but yeah. Boom. Boom. There we go. So pretty perfect in my opinion. So yeah, it's coming along pretty nicely actually. No issues along my side with all this. So we've got a whole like. Basically, it's gonna be like we need to have a way to come down this way now. Like that. Right. So I'm gonna keep it on the basis of it going this way, and we're gonna keep it going up until that point. Boom. It should have worked fine. Yeah, okay. So we've got that running over to the runway, that bit for the runway. And then we've got to duplicate that one as well. And it's going to go over to right, boom. So we've got that little cross section way over there. And hold on. There we go, like that. And then we're gonna have little buildings here as well. There's a lot of buildings actually in Coningsby. We have to see what those buildings look like. But yeah, you get the point of all this actually. Then people are starting. You're gonna start to get the to get grip of what I'm trying to be now. What I'm trying to make in all this. So so it's going to come across this way and go here. Is it lined up? Yeah, it's lined up. So okay. Well, I don't think it is actually. Hold on. Oh, where'd it go? Okay, here we go. I don't think it is. Hold on. You can see it lagged a little bit there. Then I'm gonna have probably one more. There we go. Right, rotate it this way. We're gonna have a little path, so it's actually very little in my opinion actually. Heading off to this way. And then yeah. I hope it doesn't look bad. And then we're gonna have on there. Yeah, like I said, I really hope it doesn't look bad. I don't think it will, but it's gonna take some building and some terrain work, but I hate when things look bad. Well, if it doesn't work, then we'll just use the map that we've got, which actually is actually a nice map. It's just it like kind of feels very laggy at times. So yeah. But other than that, it's not bad of a map actually. It's a nice map that I got. Well, actually made. Sorry. Right, there we go. That'd be the spots where we had different thingy onto it. So onto that. There we go. It's a lot of concentration, gang, but it pays off. There we go. So I need to make sure now. So we're actually going to just walk around now, like I said before. We're going to be walking around the base to make sure everything is to scale. It's good and all having the character, but we've got to make sure ourselves it's suitable for characters. So, hold on. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, it's all underneath, bro. Oh my god. Okay. We'll delete map. Hold on. Oh, I need to make sure now. Let's try again. Make sure it's all up to scale, really. So here we go. So that's the runway. This is the runway, and it takes a long time actually to run across. It takes like a good 10 seconds to run across this runway. So that means it's up to scale, really. And then we've got all this here. So we've got this will be like a base here for aircraft. We've already got the model for it. And yeah, this is where it can like put all the aircraft and stuff. There'll be multiple spanned around, but yeah, you get the point. Hold on a second, gang. Okay, I'll just put it here. Yeah, and then we've got a little walkway here. There's gonna be paths here, so it actually is gonna be bigger than people think. Same here. But we're also probably going to resize this up a lot, so it's actually a lot bigger than people think. We're just drawing it out for right now. And then we've got paths here. So yeah, you'll have the path here, another path here, going down this way, another path going down this way, another path going down this way. So yeah, we're gonna have a lot of spacious area actually to do a lot of stuff. This will get imported. I don't know actually. Also, there'll be no systems in the game, so when buying up, you can have a lot of systems in the game. Yeah, it looks nice right now. So especially when you're buying a map, it most of the time, which is actually the good part of buying maps in some people's eyes, you get a lot of the systems with the game, but then you forget to realize that like sometimes they like break stuff or like yeah, so you can keep a track on all the systems and stuff within the game this way, and you can focus on one thing because you'll go to an overhead system, and then oh yeah, next minute I'm going to do the terrain, then the map, and then I'm doing uniforms. It keeps a lot of bases from one thing. So yeah. Other than that, really, nothing to say about that. We've done a little part of that. This is how long this takes, by the way. This takes so long to do. This is how it's like how long and like tedious it takes. So you can keep track on all the systems and stuff within the game this way. But yeah, this is like shows how tedious of a process this is. Like this has taken this little bit here. I had already done this, by the way. The ones that are in the group here, I had already done this little group here. I had already done this little bit. That's what we've done in 50 minutes, guys. Oh, it's like it's nearly 11. It's nearly 11 p.m., bro. Oh my god. It's nearly 11 p.m. Oh, okay. Okay, we've probably got another hour, gang, and I'm going to bed because I can't be bothered. So we've got to do. This probably won't take that long, actually. This is going to be the longest bit. It's probably take us like an hour, maybe, if we don't lock in soon. But yeah, we're gonna have to put some bases around now. I'm not gonna put the buildings up yet but we're gonna start doing what you call like planning them out. So I'll show you now. So I'm just gonna completely copy the layout of the entire building. Like we can't copy it completely, but you kind of get my point. Just to ensure like we're not like overdoing something. We're not overdoing something, but like we're not overdoing something, but it's not like you're building out proportion. So as you can see here, I'm building this kind of side part for the building. There you go. That's kind of like the building panned out a little bit. So I can tell myself when I make a building here that so I can tell myself when I make the building here that I can't go past this point because that's how large the building is itself. So if I need to move paths and stuff like that, then I'll have to. And then we'll do the same. Oh, bro, for God's sake, bro. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing this shit, bro. And it does the same here. So here we go. Here you go. And obviously that's not going to be so big, but yeah. Yeah. So I'm going to do these for the areas that we've already done. And obviously you can tell already that's not going to fit on there, so we're going to have to delete some of the path to actually get it on here. So we're going to have to do it like this, rotate this building, and we're just going to do it for here, 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 and like here, nowhere else really. We don't need to do it yet, but these buildings here will need it. But yeah, obviously I don't know what these buildings are yet. I won't know them yet. I haven't gone into that point. I've just got the layout right now. But yeah. So obviously you've got another building here. So you can see now, and then obviously when I walk around my character, obviously we don't have the trees and like bushes and stuff, which I'm gonna add later, or probably in tomorrow's stream when I stream tomorrow. I don't know when I'm gonna be streaming tomorrow. But yeah. It's gonna have a lot. Oh, there's 6 people here. Hello, guys. I've not seen this many people. Well, no, 5, but I've not seen this many people in one of the stream before. I've had like I think 12 before, but that was like when this channel was doing well. So to say that this channel doesn't do well anymore, but this is pretty much like a dead YouTube channel really. Like it's not gonna do much, but to say that like I'm getting these views, so thank you guys. And like someone's tuned out while I'm saying that, so thanks a lot, bro. Thanks a lot. I was being nice and you tuned out when I'm saying that, but yeah. So yeah, obviously you can see now I need to anchor all of these, so I literally can't just remove the building. So anchor. But now as you can see, it's starting to get a little bit more full now. You can actually really see like where you can start to see now like where it's, I don't know what to say, but like you can see like how it's gonna look compared to a character. So obviously this building's not scaled, it's not even built yet, so don't take the height into consideration. But no, yeah, you can see that like you can see as it walks through, it will look completely different compared to like how yeah, you'll see when I'm walking around in game, but you'll get the point. But obviously honestly right now it's coming together nicely in my opinion. We've done almost an hour's worth of this, so that runway took me an hour, by the way. That's how long that runway took. to produce. So be grateful, guys. Be grateful. It's gonna be square box, I think. Yeah, it's gonna be a square box off to the side, and then you've got this little bit here. Yo, bro. Well, yeah, we're hiring HRs, bro. Just join the Discord. Down here. And then you can join the Discord and apply via my DMs. That'll be going out soon. But yeah, if you're still here, Planespot or Oliver, or Planespot Oliver, sorry. Yeah, you can. We're hiring HRs and air command, so just join the Discord. Just say you're from the stream, really. That I did today, or tonight, and then yeah, you can join and get a rank via there, but you'll probably have to verify. But yeah, you can apply for HRs. I'll be telling the server about that soon, actually. Yeah, but yeah, you can. Don't worry. Yeah, you can. Like I said, just join the Discord, and I'll probably just look you up. Perfect. Oh, so we've got this little bit of a building here. It's not that actually that big, so it's not going to take that much of the map, but it does actually cut off nicely for that little bit of the path. So that's actually a nice ending to the path. There. So I don't know what that even is going to be, but yeah, you can see some nice ending to the path. Yeah. Yeah, thanks, bro. No worries. Just join the Discord and we'll hook you up. So yeah, here we go. So this is probably gonna be a classroom, maybe. I wouldn't be surprised if it is. In my opinion, wouldn't be surprised in the slightest. Because yeah, I was going to do RF Cosford, but because I've been to RF Cosford before. But no, I don't know. I feel like doing RF Coningsby. We might do RF Cosford, but it depends. But RF Coningsby has a larger map compared to Cosford, so I've kind of decided let's do Cosford, really. But yeah, here we go. So here we go. There we go. So obviously I haven't given this reminder actually in a bit, but alright, calm, bro. While that guy's gone, anyone in the stream viewing right now, the Discord down here is literally put here. I put it here for a reason, so you can see it. You can see the whole link, I think. Actually, I'll just move it down a little bit, so you can see the link properly. You should be able to see the link now, but text. Hold on, because maybe it's hiding in the way a little bit there. There you go. There's the link. So that's the link to join the Discord server for the Royal Air Force. I don't want to put it anywhere else. No, I'll put it here. Here, that's fine. So obviously the Discord is linked here. There we go, that's nice. Discord is linked here. There we go. The Discord is linked here. So yeah, if anyone wants to join, I haven't mentioned that in a bit actually. Haven't mentioned the Discord. Discord link is right here. So if you want to join the Discord, free to do so. We need HRs, we need air command, all that type of stuff to join, help us out. Yeah, we need people joining to start us out. So yeah, I mean as we go on, and yeah, It's there to join. If you want to join it, you can. I ensure you join it because I've got a good. This Air Force will be good. It'll be in competition with other air forces, other British armies. We're currently at 14 members in the group. We've gone up like 5 today, I think, with 1 post for advertisement. So that's with 600 views. So it's not bad actually. It's done well. Done better than I expected at least. So yeah. I don't know when this BA is going to be released. So not BA, don't know when this Air Force is going to be released. So please don't ask me because I don't know yet. Not got a release date yet. I'm on break at the moment. My head's all over the place at the moment. I just want to get this finished. So you want to get muted in the Discord? Please don't ask me. If you want to get muted in the Discord, ask me when it's done because I'll mute you, bro. But yeah. So obviously, with some of the maps, you can see it's tilted. We don't want tilted buildings, so we're just going to keep them this way. But you kind of get the point here. You kind of get the point I'm trying to give now. We're just going to keep them up to scale. But yeah, perfection over here, guys. Perfect. Boom. We over this way, and that's done. And then obviously they have a little walkway down this way to get them till this point, but there's going to be a long road down this way actually. So yeah, obviously Discord mentioned here. If you want to join the RAF Discord, where there'll be updates and all that type of stuff, and applications to become a high-ranking officer. Basically, once this group releases, you can't apply after that really. So do it before release, otherwise you can't do it ever again. So yeah, and we need to get these roles filled soon because I want this open probably maybe not after New Year's, maybe a few days, maybe like a week or 2 after New Year's, in 2026. So yeah, perfect. All right. Got this little thingy here. I don't actually know what all this type of stuff is. I'm gonna have to look on the map when I finish stream, but I don't know what a lot of this is. But here we go. I think it's like a little hut or stuff like that, but yeah, it looks a lot like what yeah, I get what the point I'm trying to say. I don't know what I want to say, but yeah. Here we go. I don't want to make it too detailed, but I have OCT, so it's kind of the point you're going to get with me. Here we go. Perfect. Perfection. So you kind of get the point here that we're trying to do. Perfect, fellas. Yeah. Okay. If that guy is still here, just DM me, bro. I'm probably gonna forget after stream. For you to DM me. So please, if you're still here, I don't know if you're still here, but if you're still here, DM me or anyone else, DM me to apply for higher rank, and I'll get you sorted. There'll be some things we need to go through, but yeah, we can do all that type of stuff if needed. Obviously, I'm pretty sure by your profile, I've just seen your profile. You're in Fuzzy's BA, not Fuzzy's BA, Fuzzy's Air Force. So I don't need to worry much. I know your experience. 110 number 2 is the best regiment. in my opinion. But yeah, I'd say probably. I'd actually say, well, in my opinion, either RAF, or no, UKSF, or maybe, maybe, I could say the flying school because I'm in flying school now. I've joined the flying school in Fuzzy's BA. Not I keep saying Fuzzy's BA, Fuzzy's Air Force. Yeah, I've joined. I've just been accepted into his flight school, so I'd say flight school at the moment, and paras and well, UKSF really. A lot of the combat regiments, I like all those. They're really nice in my opinion. Nothing to complain about. Anyone isn't a Royal Air Force for Fuzzy's BA. That's what I'm kind of basing this off. Really, I'm not copying it, but well, I want to be in contention to compete with Fuzzy's BA. Oh, I keep saying Fuzzy's. I need to stop saying Fuzzy's BA. I'm too used to doing BAs because pretty much Fuzzy's Air Force is the only one, only good Air Force on Roblox. But yeah, I kind of want this Air Force to be battling for the top eventually. Obviously, we need, obviously not the start, but yeah, I want this. I'm not really going to quit on this project soon. Not here for the money either. Here for the enjoyment of the game. I always see a lot of air forces and British armies just doing it for the money. I want to do it because, well, because the reason I want to do this is because one, I find enjoyment doing Roblox Studio. I used to do Pet Sim 99 videos. I got very bored of that, but I find enjoyment with all these videos, but also live streams, and then also I'm in the Air Cadets, so it's a lot of fun actually. And my mates were playing with me with Fuzzy's BA. If I say Fuzzy's BA, just correct me. But we were all playing Fuzzy's Royal Air Force, and it was actually like I found it quite fun, and I learnt a lot of the stuff that they do. So for the past like few months or so I want to do more of this type of stuff more often, and I wanted to make my own, and that's why I started. But yeah, as I mentioned before, with the buildings, let's go on track now. With the buildings, hold on, we'll just create this building, and then we'll see what the buildings look like. So, perfect. So, obviously we've got the bases of the buildings now, and yeah, this is what the buildings should kind of look like in the game. Obviously, like I mentioned before, like I've mentioned multiple times, there's no real like terrain and stuff within the game yet. So, yeah, no, nothing really doing at the moment, but yeah, but you're obviously going to see what it looks like. So it actually looks pretty nice when you'd walk across it. It will look nice. I feel like this is going to look nice. It's maybe a little bit details. I don't know there. I don't know yet, but obviously, if you're wondering what squadrons are going to be in here, so we're going to have Royal Air Force Police, one of the main ones actually, Royal Air Force Regiment. We're going to be having the Intelligence Squadron of the Royal Air Force, so we're going to have some intelligence. We're going to be adding paras into the RAF Reg, so and maybe UKSF as well. That has links to it, so UKSF and paras neeks, especially from British armies, can hop on into that as well. and we're going to be doing. I'm trying to think now. We're going to red arrows as well, so the red arrows is going to be nice adding into that as well. So obviously, I've mentioned already we've got the plane. Do it to the toolbox. My red arrow that I made, I scripted, made everything is in there. We put that in there. If you weren't here at the start of the stream, I recommend you just go to the start. I showed you about the plane has its own smoke and everything. But yeah, yeah. And then the F-35s, the Eurofighter Typhoons, that'll be in there as well. So that's be for flying school as well, which I think is number one. I think it's either number two or number one. I can't remember. But yeah, yeah. So we're not gonna probably do any more on the buildings. I've got a splitting headache. I need to drink. Okay. It's a lot of talking. Okay. So yeah. Perfect. Right. So thank you to whoever just liked. So we're gonna probably do this tomorrow because I don't have the energy tomorrow. We're gonna finish off these buildings, and that's probably the stream over. And I'm probably gonna do some stuff off stream because I've got a massive headache at the moment because I've been working all day on this, setting some stuff up. So we're gonna finish off with the buildings here. These are the important buildings. So because I do the air cadets, like I mentioned, we can't have mustaches in the air cadets. So, bro, I've been like, obviously I can grow a mustache, but yeah, I've been saving this mustache for ages now, and it's growing out nicely. But yeah, we're probably gonna finish this off in a little while. We've been streaming for nearly 2 hours now, but yeah, if you have enjoyed so far, Discord server, like I mentioned 5 million times, down here, down the bottom here. If you do, subscribe, like. If you did like this, subscribe and like. Obviously, it's not much progress for today, as we're doing a lot of the building side, which can be very boring. For some people, it can be very boring for some people. Right. Perfect. I don't know what that is, so we're not going to add that really. Yeah, I'll probably just take a closer look into these buildings off stream because I don't know. They are Coningsby buildings. Seem a little bit weird actually, in my opinion. So we're going to look into these buildings off stream soon. But yeah, close to being done now. Very close to be done for stream today. It's been I wouldn't say a long stream, but it's been a productive, somewhat stream, getting the basics and the fundamentals of this group for the map. So yeah, we should be proud of ourselves today. So yeah, thank you for anyone that's tuned in today. Not ending right now, but we'll be ending very soon. So if you haven't already, take the opportunity, join the group, Discord here, down here. You get notifications. I do streams, TikToks come up for the advertisements. So if you want to like that as well, development leaks, updates, release, applications, all that type of stuff will come out in the Discord. It won't come out here. As much as I wanted to, probably no one's gonna see it here. So yeah, look at it there. Very, very nice. Okay, nearly done now. We should just add this bit to here. No. Right. Right. Yeah. Okay. Right, perfect. And we've got one little bit left to do. We should put this here. See, if I did RF Cosford, I've been on RF Cosford, I've run RF Henlo as well. So it'd have been a lot easier to do those maps, but rather than just doing it ourselves and knowing off memory, it's nice to learn about these RF bases, because you don't always get to go on these bases. So it's nice to figure out about these bases, figure out their history. And that's what these games are supposed to be about showing their history, showing us what it's about, what it's like. Yeah, that's kind of what I want it to be about. It'd be like, and I want it to be good British Army. I wanted to make people entertained, and I wanted to have some enjoyment in the group, nothing toxic wise. And yeah, make it enjoyable. It's what every Royal Air Force, British Army, Navy, Marine, thingy, US Navy, blah blah blah, any other military genre game, it's what it should be about, really. The enjoyment wise of it, not so much of the ranks. That's what everyone does. That's what I used to do, just be rank. It's not. It's about enjoying the game that's been made, enjoying it, enjoying the community as well. And yeah, right. And we've got one more building left to do. Here we are. Here we go, chaps. Perfect. Sorry, I was just looking at the stream. Here we go. Right, here we go. Right, perfect. So you can see, pretty much done now, guys. Obviously not going to be to height. That's not to height. It actually looks like a mini town and you're a giant right now. But yeah. Oh, it might be laggy on stream. Okay, for God's sake. Hold on. Didn't anchor anything. Hold on. Also, this is what makes games laggy, really. Just the sole amount of parts that it takes to just produce all of this. Right, anchor. No, let's try this again. Let's try this again. So, obviously they stay this time. Yeah, it does actually take a while to walk around, but a lot of this is going to be just sized up when it's being made by a little bit. But obviously, here we go. So, walk into the building. Actually, probably don't need to size it up. Actually, it looks like it doesn't need to size up. And you got a bit like a little bit of a container or something like here, some stuff here. And you walk into another building here. Yeah, these will need to get sized up, but yeah, that probably would actually need to get sized up, but you get the point. That'll be like just like stuff sat here. That's what it will be really. Yeah, that's what it is really. It just needs to get sized up. Cause look, you look massive. It's like you looks like you're massive. Feels like you're massive. So, yeah. Basically, that's all we need to do. And yeah. Okay, perfect. So yeah, guys, that's the map we got today. We'll just show you the map. Hold on. Let's show you what we've done for today's stream. It's actually been a productive stream, in my opinion. I've done a lot more than I usually do. So let me delete this. This is what we've done today. It's just been a bit out layout wise. It's come together nicely. It's been nice for you lot. Yeah. So yeah, we've got all the buildings. We've got basically, we still have got this bit to do tomorrow. Which is going to be a pain in the arse to do tomorrow. Because it's so much. I might do some off stream, but yeah, that's what we've done today. Hold on, what the fuck? Yeah, so that's what we've done today. We've still got the whole bit to do tomorrow, and then we've got to resize all of this. So we put it all into a folder and resize it, and then we can start making the buildings, doing terrain, and all that type of stuff tomorrow. So yeah, Discord linked here. If you haven't already, join the Discord if you want to. We've got HR positions, we've got applications, we've got a whole lot of stuff. We've got the community in there that needs to grow. We want to brand new community. I've got my TikTok in there that I'm posting stuff on, so if new people join, that's why. And yeah, you'll see more development on stream tomorrow. I don't know when, but it'll be not postponed. It'll be scheduled for tomorrow. Yeah, if you haven't already, like I said, join the Discord if you'd like to stream, like and subscribe. Really, it's not really TikTok where you say follow and a like or a gift, but yeah. If you like the stream, like and subscribe. We've got more to do tomorrow, but so far, it's been a productive stream, and I'll see you guys